Lui, c'est le mardi 31 mars. Et voilà, on va commencer avec comment ça va, des annonces. Puis on va réviser les conditions qui déclenchent le subjonctif. On va faire une petite pause. Et puis des expressions de doute et le subjonctif. Et des devoirs pour jeudi. Donc d'abord, comment ça va? So I hope you're doing well. I hope you have had a good spring break. This is kind of a strange time for everyone, and um, I'd love to hear how you're doing. So I'll renew in Canvas the discussion where you can submit how you're doing. I think it'll be really nice now as we're back from spring break to get into a rhythm. Um, we will not be doing Zoom video conferencing. So initially I had thought, okay, office hours, I will be in Zoom and we can have a chat. But we decided in the interest of everybody's safety, to just not do that. I'm still happy to meet with you though. So if you have questions best answered in person, let's set up time to call. We can always call and talk. I'm happy to answer emails, of course, too. Office hours are 10 to 11, Monday through Friday. I'll still be answering emails really rapidly during those times. But if you want to talk outside of those times, a phone call is great to get that rapid response and have a more dynamic conversation. Yeah. Also, the quarter has ended. So as of yesterday, Monday, the quarter 3 ended, and grades will be submitted April 7th. So that's next week. So late work is due to me by midnight on Friday, April 3rd at the latest. So if you look into Power School and you're missing some stuff, please get in touch and we can make that up. I wanted to reiterate the tips for success, especially now as we start after spring break. These are going to really come into play, and I look forward to hearing how they work for you. So again, I was encouraging you to think of making a weekly schedule and sticking to it, whether that means working in the morning or working in the afternoon or finding a time to take care of home stuff, chores. Maybe you're taking care of a little brother or sister, enjoying time to relax, time to connect with friends. Hopefully you're doing video chats with friends. But then also making sure to establish a regular time to work on homework. And it's a lot easier to keep up with stuff than it is to kind of catch up. And this is something that I know far too well personally. And these are tips that I'm using also to kind of remind myself, because these are things that I'm working on too. So be gentle with yourself, and please lean on me if you need help. And that's kind of brings me to my second point, which is ask for help. This is the best time to practice that skill of asking for help. This is something that I need to work on too. It's hard to ask for help, but this is such an extraordinary time. It is more important now than ever to really reach out, to really be proactive in communicating with your teachers, with friends, with so on and so forth. And so it's more important now than ever to really express when you need help. And finally, be open to adaptation and trying new things. This is such a strange time. I think all of you have done a really wonderful job so far. And just to keep that moving forward, that attitude of, okay, we're going to make the best of this. Okay. So let's jump into French, le subjonctif. Et là, c'est une petite révision. L'indicatif exprime une réalité. Le subjonctif exprime une opinion, une possibilité ou une interprétation dont la réalité est incertaine. Le subjonctif s'emploie suivant des expressions. Donc, l'indicatif, c'est surtout une réalité, c'est concret. Alors que le subjonctif, c'est une opinion. Okay? Donc, il s'agit de l'émotion, le désir, la volonté, la nécessité, la possibilité et l'incertitude. Donc là, déjà, on a beaucoup parlé de l'émotion. On a beaucoup parlé de la nécessité, de la possibilité. Donc, par exemple, ma mère est contente que je sois professeur. Je suis triste que le gouvernement prenne longtemps pour répondre à la crise. Hein, donc, Ma mère est contente que je sois professeur. Je suis triste que le gouvernement prenne longtemps. Hein, donc ici, on a l'émotion qui déclenche le subjonctif. So here we have emotion, which triggers the subjunctive. My mother is happy that I am. I am sad that the government take so long. Okay. We also talked about nécessité. Donc, par exemple, il faut que nous restions à la maison. Il est essentiel que le lycée ferme. Hein, donc, il faut que, again, il faut que is just this kind of canned, perfect subjunctive trigger. Il faut que every time, it's going to be subjunctive. And I hope you've really got that down pat. Il est essentiel que, also, right? We've seen other expressions kind of like this. Okay, so now that we've reviewed those a little bit, let's take a quick break before jumping into the next part, which is one of these other conditions that trigger the subjunctive.